Jai Shri Ram. Sundarkanda Parayanam chapter 38. Sita Devi gives Hanuman the Chudamani. Hanuman was happy to hear Sita Devi's words. He addressed Sita Devi. Seeing you is a very good omen. You have given reasons for your concerns. Yes, it will be difficult to travel 1000 yojanas on my back. Your second objection that you will not touch another man is noble. You are Janaka's daughter, Sri Rama's wife. That befits your status. Nobody can match your nobility. I saw you talking to Ravana. I even saw your suicidal attempt. I will humbly report all this to Sri Rama. I will also inform him of all your reasons for not returning with me. Because of my love for Sri Rama and you, I was eager to unite both of you soon. Since you are not coming with me, please give me a memorable article that Sri Rama will recognize so that I can convince Rama that I saw you. Sita with tears started narrating an incident. Oh Hanuman, I will tell you one incident which other than me, only Sri Rama would remember. On the Chitrakuta mountain in the northeast direction on the banks of the Mandakini river, we were living in a Siddhashrama. Fruits and vegetables were available in abundance at those foothills. We were roaming in the flower gardens when we got tired. My lord was resting and sleeping in my lap when a crow poked me. I tried to scare it by throwing a pebble. I didn't move because I didn't want to disturb Rama's sleep. It came back again and again. It poked me on my breast and I was hurt. When Sri Rama saw that, he was furious. The crow was Indra's son. Sri Rama looked at him in anger, took a blade of grass, made it into a powerful Brahmastra and threw it at the crow. The crow flew away. The blade of grass, which was the Brahmastra, followed him. Indra's son went to all the gods for refuge and protection, but no one could protect him. So he finally came back to Sri Rama for protection. The actual punishment for his offense should have been death, but kind-hearted Sri Rama pardoned the crow. Sri Rama told the crow that he must use the weapon since it should not be wasted. He asked the crow what he should do with the weapon. The crow suggested that Sri Rama poke its eyes so its life could be saved. The blade of grass that burned the right eye of the crow. The crow was thankful to Sri Rama for saving its life and flew away. When Sita Devi thought about Sri Rama, she started crying. Addressing Sri Rama, she said, "O Rama, you could not tolerate a small crow's action. How are you able to tolerate someone who stole your wife? O Rama, please be kind to me. O Sri Rama, even though you are my protector, right now I have no protection. You told me compassion is your duty. O Rama, you are a great warrior. You are strong. There is nobody in this entire world that can defeat you. You are dignified like the ocean. You are the ruler of this entire earth. You have the best knowledge of all the war weapons. Why are you not using your weapons on these demons?" Sita Devi now addressed Hanuman. "O Hanuman, nobody can surpass Sri Rama, neither Nagas, Gandharvas, nor demons. Why did that great warrior not take me back in a hurry? Even Lakshmana is not hurrying. Both the brothers could have destroyed the enemy a long time ago and should have taken me back by now. What is the delay? What are they waiting for? There is no doubt that I have done some bad deeds. Otherwise, these efficient warriors would not be quiet." Sita Devi cried with sadness. Hanuman told Sita Devi, "O Mata, because of Sri Rama's sorrow for you, he is disinterested in everything. If Sri Rama is sad, Lakshmana also becomes sad. Somehow I was able to come and see you. Very soon all your anguish will disappear. Those two are enthusiastically waiting for my return. Sri Rama will destroy the evil Ravana along with his entire family and take you back. O Devi, what message would you like me to deliver to Sri Rama, Lakshmana and Sugriva?" Sita Devi replied, "Hanuman, my full respects to the son of Kausalya. Tell him I inquired about his well-being. Lakshmana, Sumitra's son, left all his wealth, pampered riches, ornaments and servants to follow Sri Rama to the forest. That great man has been serving his brother with love and devotion in the wild forest. Lakshmana always respected and considered us as parents. He was quite like my father-in-law. Because Lakshmana was always with him, Sri Rama did not think of his father much. Tell Lakshmana that I am okay. Tell Sri Rama several times that I shall live for only 2 more months. After that I will not live." Sita Devi gave Hanuman her hair ornament, the Chudamani. He was very happy to take it. Hanuman went around Sita Devi 3 times and stood aside. His heart was filled with joy because he saw Sita Mata. Physically he was standing next to her, but his mind and heart were with Sri Rama. Jai Shri Ram. Sundarkanda Parayanam chapter 38 complete.